What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another crypto video. What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another programming tutorial. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new here, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of my programming series. So in today's video, we're going to continue on with our intermediate Python tutorial series where I'm showing you guys how to program with Python with the help of ChatGPT. So of course, we're continuing on with sololearn.com, which if you guys don't know, it's an awesome free to use website that teaches you guys how to program from the comfort of your home at your own pace. So in today's video, we're going to continue on with the third part of today's series where we're talking all about object-oriented programming. So just like last time, what we're going to do is just fast forward through this part of the series. You guys press pause, complete it at your own pace, then we'll meet back up together at the end, of course, to put everything into our Hello Blockchain program. Now, if you guys are brand new, basically we've built this over 100-line code program that is essentially a twist on Hello World that kind of ties everything crypto related into this program. And as you guys can see, we've prompted the user to enter a name for the wallet. So Dylan, I have 1,000 ADA. Charles, he has that much ADA. And then it's going to print out, the name, the amount of ADA in the wallet. And then we've generated a random seed phrase based on the BIP39 word list that is actually used to generate the mnemonic seed phrases for Bitcoin, MetaMask, and all the other wallets out there. Then we also created a cool little function in here that, calculates your return per epoch and your stake rewards. And then with that information, we're able to calculate how much ADA we would have if we were to leave our ADA in a stake reward pool. 5% for 1 year. This is how much we would have. Then, of course, at the end, it tells you who has more. Now, we do need to fix this. There is some problems here, but we're going to sort everything out at the end. So, without further ado, let's get started with today's lesson. Head on over to sololearn.com. Like always, you guys press pause. Meet back up with me at the end. Let's get it. Alrighty, guys, there you go. We just finished our object-oriented programming tutorial. There was a lot in there, a lot of great information, a lot of which we have already implemented in our very own program. Now, the first thing I want to do is correct some of these little errors. As you guys can see, wallet 1, it's not supposed to say that. Dylan has more than Charles. We all know that's a lie. So we just have to quickly fix these errors, which are all going to be down here. So, blah, 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 blah. This right here should be Charles. Wait, actually, let's see. Where does it do? Please enter a name for your wallet. Boom. Save that. And then down here in code that checks. If Charles has blah, blah, blah. Charles has more than Dylan. Else if it's the same, we have the same. Else, this should be swapped. Get name. So boom, cut that out. Put it here. Cut this out. Boom. Put it here. And that should correct our errors. Let's see if it works. Please enter the name for your wallet. Dylan of 10,000. Charles has 20,000 or 200,000, and Charles Charles has more ADA than Dylan. Cool. So now it works. The text looks good. Cool. So what do we want to do, right? Because we've already implemented a class that looks pretty good. Our class is called the Crypto DEGEN. And it has all this stuff in here, right? We have our init, we have our get name, we have our get ADA amount. These are all methods, right? We have our create seed phrase. This is a method. All of these are methods, right? But what I said in the last video was that what I really wanted to do was implement some type of transaction method or class or something that allows us to send transactions between the two, right? How are we going to do that? In our Crypto DEGEN class, what we need to do is we need to make two methods, one that allows a send and one that allows a receive. So let's do that. Put it down here. Def send ADA. And we're going to do self and other. So what do we want to do in this method? Well, and we need an amount actually. Amount. Boom. Okay. So if the amount is greater than self dot ADA amount, we just need a return. Print insufficient funds. So that'll be the first thing, and then we will return. Or we could just do that. Print insufficient funds. Boom. Else, then we need to check seed phrase. Right? So if the seed phrase works, if check seed phrase, if seed is good, send ADA. Right? Okay. If seed is bad, output and return. Output. Okay. So how are we going to do this? We need to make a method def check seed phrase self and word. Well, because we want it to be like a random thing, right? Like give me the third word or something like that. You know what I mean? So what should we do? Let's ask ChatGPT how to get a random word, a random number that we can use. How do I get a random number in Python between, how many words do we have in here? Seed phrase 24. Between 0 and 23. Cool, there we go. Boom, we'll copy that. We'll head on back over to Spider. Word index. That's how we do it. So in here, what we need to do is just, we're going to send in the word and the index, and we're going to check the seed phrase. What we need to do is we need to output the random word, or output the index here. What is the fourth word, or something like that, in the send ADA function. That's what I'm going to do. So in here, we're going to actually say, okay, what's the fourth word? Then we'll collect the input, we'll send it to this function right here. If the word is correct, we'll return true to here, and if it's true, then we can run some code. If it's not, then we'll run some other code. Okay, cool. So in here, what we need to do is we just need to, if, what did we call it again? We called it seed phrase, right? Self.seedPhrase.at. Okay, we'll do this one. Value index dot index. So if self dot seed phrase, so if in the seed phrase list at the index that we're selecting, if that equals word, right? The word that we're sending in. So if the word at that index is the word, then we're going to return true, right? Else we'll return false. Cool. So that should work now. So now what we need to do is over here, what we need to do is we need to random number, enter the word, please. So here, check seed phrase. We can do this, random number. We already imported random, so we could just do this. Random, we'll call it random index. Or you know what, we'll just stick to index. Index equals random rand int blump. So it's between 0 and 23, which is the index of 24 items in a list, because it's 0 based. So it starts at 0. Sorry, messed up my green screen. It starts at 0, right? And then we're gonna go from there. All right. So print how do we do this? How are we accepting input? Okay, so we'll do it like that. We'll do input. Input. Please enter the plus the index. Please enter word number blank in your seed phrase to confirm transaction. Boom. So they're going to input that word, and I think I can cast that to int. Oh, you know what? We'll just leave it. Whatever they input. Boom. So they're going to input that word. We're going to call this input index. That's the input index. The index they're sending in. Please enter, boom, the random index. Boom, please. We'll call this input word. Okay, so now we have the word. We have the index, and now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and check seed phrase. Okay, so well, that should work. So now we have if check seed phrase, and we have word input word and index. With this, so if that's true, well, all right. Else, right? If it's false, we're just going to print seed phrase did not match. Okay, cool. So if the seed phrase is good, then what we're going to do is we're going to do ADA to send equals amount. Boom. So that's how much we need to send, right? Or no, we don't even need to store this here. What we could do is we could do self.ADA amount minus equals, right? Take it out of mine. Other.ADA amount plus equals amount. That should be good. Let's see. Good one. Save it. This thing's tripping. It's right there. What are you talking about? Oh, self. Stupid. Cool. Let's cross our fingers. Actually, what we need to do now is test this. So down here. Okay, let's see. Now, how can we do this? I'm pretty sure this code will work. So let's actually put this. So we'll put it right here. Send ADA. Okay. Okay, so what we can do is print do you. What we can do is this actually. Answer input. Do you want to send ADA? Y/n. We'll just do it simple. We can fix it later, make it look good. If ans yes, send ADA. Else, move on. Okay, so if the answer is yes, then we will proceed with this. Amount to send equals input. How much ADA would you like to send? Well, and then where's our thing? Right here. So send ADA other amount. Okay. Send. What's it called again? Send data. Send. Oh, then we'll do Dylan TimeForDillon dot send ADA Charles amount to send. Boom. We'll run that. Blah, blah, blah. Else move on. We don't even need this. We don't need the if statement. Oh. Okay, let's try it. Cross your fingers, people. Dylan. 2,000. Charles. He has 1,000. Yes, I do. How much ADA would you like to send? 100. Okay, let's see. Where's his error coming from? 84. Right here. Amount. Okay, so amount is coming in as a string. Okay, so what I need to do is just like I was doing up in here. Where is it? Float. I need to set it as a 84. If amount is greater than that, okay, so amount coming in, input, float, input, let's try that, that should work. Let's see, cross your fingers. Yes, 100. Okay. Can only concatenate string, not int to string. Okay, this is on 89. And as you guys can tell, this is programming. Fixing errors all day long. You get the idea, you type it out, and in reality, once you start dealing with much larger programs than this, you don't immediately jump into coding. You spend some time at a whiteboard, scribbling on some paper to get a construct created. You have to do that step, especially when you're dealing with much larger projects, because you don't want to start coding to find that your entire idea was stupid. So it's very hard to do. It's a balance. It's definitely a balance, and it's a lot of fun figuring out the problems and fixing them. Okay, let's see. Let's see. 89. Send input word. Please enter the index. Let's see if we can only concat string, not int. 89. I think we could do like that. All right. Yeah. str. Okay, Dylan. Do this so you guys can see. Okay. I have 1,000. Charles. He has 2,000. Yes. I want to send 100. Please enter the 18th word in your seed phrase. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Room. 18 is not in list. Let's ask ChatGPT to help us out. That's why I love ChatGPT. Let's see. Why am I getting this problem? I always like to try and figure it out myself before I come here. Let's see. Okay, the issue you're encountering is due to the way you're using index method on the seed phrase list. The index method is used to find the index of a particular value within the list. However, your code is you're using the index method on the seed phrase list argument index, which is an integer generated by blah. Here's a problematic line in your code. Boom. To fix this issue, you should use the index method with the word argument to find the index of the word in the seed phrase list. Also, the condition should check whether the index is equal to the given index, not word. Here's a corrected version. Additionally, you might want to consider using the lower method to ensure case sensitivity. Oh, beautiful. Don't you love ChatGPT? It's the best. Okay, so check seed phrase. Okay, let's see if this works now. Well, Dylan, 2,000. Charles, 20,000. Yes, I want to send 299. Please enter word 22. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Beef. Okay, so the 14 didn't work, but the code works. Ah, it works. Awesome. Okay, so my problem was, how did I do it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's try it with index 1 as the starting point. Okay, yes. 23. 6 word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seed phrase did not match. What's going on? All right, why is it not working? Okay, the code works now, but for some reason the word is never a match. Yeah, let's try that. That makes sense. Blum, 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 blum. At least this way we'll now know what the problem is. Okay, Dylan. Dylan. We have 1,000, 3,100. Charles. He has 1,000. Yes, I want to send 100. What's the 20th word? 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Card. Card. Seed phrase did not match. Card bridge. Oh, it's asking for chiz. What? 24, 23, 22, 21. Okay, 23, 22, 21, 20. So it is zero based. Okay. All right, we found our problem. Okay, I think what we need to do is we need to change this to wallet 1 and this one to wallet 2, so we're not confused. All right, let's see it work now. Come on. Dylan, 10,000. Charles, 2,000. Yes. I would like to send 3,000. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Second word. 0, 1, 2, come. Boom! And it works! Finally. Entered word, seed phrase, word, come. Dylan has 7,000, so it subtracted 3,000 from my 10,000, and it added it to Charles' 5,000. Boom! Just like that, we've now implemented some pretty cool functionality to our program. We're now able to send some ADA. Of course, this is still very, very primitive. Almost up to 200 lines of code. So if you guys have made it this far, really, you should pat yourself on the back. Of course, we can do some more formatting of this code, more, you know, to make sure, like we did with our other functions and methods, we made sure that they entered in a number for certain parts, and we made sure they entered in words for certain parts. We haven't done that yet. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be dropping 2 more videos in the intermediate Python series. We're almost done. And you guys can call yourself real programmers. You guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.